Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. In motion right is Watkins. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there of 20 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remaining here on second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. You know, earlier we discussed Jared Goff's turnaround as we see the Rams offense come back onto the field. But just the Rams in general coinciding with that Goff turnaround, they're having the turnaround of maybe the NFL this year, aren't they?
They really are, because it's such a, how would you say, such a makeover of the offense. Everyone knew the defense was pretty good and has been for a while, but they couldn't sustain because the offense wasn't giving them anything. Well, this year, they've got 3 wins by 30 or more points. They'd won 3 by that number in their previous 213 games. They scored 40 or more points 3 times this season already. They've done that 3 times in their previous 161 games. That's more than 10 seasons, my friend.
Yeah, the stats are amazing. And just because I didn't say turnaround enough when I teed you up, I just want to say it one more time. What a turnaround for the Rams.
And makeover.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. In motion right is Watkins. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
So the offense taking over in just a second. But You know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go 1, who would go 2, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff, number 1 to the Rams. Wentz, number 2 to the Eagles. Wentz became the starter as a rookie, played all 16 games, and here in the second season, a lot of MVP talk surrounds him, and rightly so. Jared Goff got left behind, only started 7 games as a rookie, didn't play that well. Many people want to use the B word on him for bust. Not at all. He's playing at a really high level. The Rams are in first place. He might not be in the MVP talk, but how about most improved player in the league?
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. A very solid gain of 27. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But
this is caught inside the 15. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion right is Watkins. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is gone. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go again with Bell. And now past another. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Goff now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The swing pass caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Goff.
First play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back now in Pittsburgh. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, it's gone. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd and long. It's gone. Open man right side is cut, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the wideout in motion. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche.